Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm a co-owner of a Parnell retail store called the Fantail House. The Fantail House specialises in just selling 100% made in New Zealand products. Before COVID, our customer base was 78% international travellers, all coming to buy authentic, unique, made in New Zealand memories to take home with them. It quickly became apparent that the Fantail House was a business that was going to have to change dramatically or it wasn't going to be viable anymore.
Hi, my name's Mike Jennings. I'm one of the directors from Front Row Hospitality, and we have a business in Parnell, the Paddington. Our COVID experience could only really be described as a rough ride.
My name is Brendan Drury, Managing Director for Orbit World Travel and House of Travel Parnell. I'm a business partner with House of Travel and owned my business for over 10 years now. When the flights started cancelling, then we started to really take notice. It spread pretty fast into Italy. Before we knew it, we were trying to really beat a government-enforced border closure to get as many of our clients back into New Zealand.
Hello everyone, my name is Luvina. I'm one of the owner of Larry Aesthetics, and we have just expanded 1 month ago, this August. To be honest, that has been a hard decision for us to decide to expand.
My name is Vishal, and I have got a restaurant named Three Nutmegs in Parnell. It hasn't been easy, and the last 2 years has been the difficult time could have been for all the businesses, especially if we talk about the restaurant industry. More toughest point for me was I just opened up 2 months before COVID started.
So I'm Anna from Parnell Gallery. I've been with the gallery for 10 years and co-owning with my mother Sally, who started it in 1976. The first couple of weeks was really sort of getting our heads around things mentally. We didn't have any clients coming to us with queries or anything like that, so it was a real time for us to think strategically about how we were going to deal with what was a very big unknown. And we really decided to focus down, which I'm sure most businesses did, on their digital presence.
So, hi, my name is Stephen Cockle. I'm actually part of a husband and wife team who own a salon ASC in Parnell. She palmed this job off to me, as she does with any media work, which is strange because really she should be the one here because she did all the work during lockdown. Obviously during lockdown I had no job whatsoever, other than to support her.
I'm Melanie O'Loughlin from Lamplight Books. I have a business partner, Courtney Smith, and in the very, very early days of the pandemic, when everything just felt like it may never be the same again, we got together and thought in some ways maybe it had cleared some space.
Luckily, through the Parnell Business Association, one of the first pieces of assistance we grabbed was some resilience training provided by the Waitemata local board, run by a woman who had been through the Christchurch earthquakes. That was invaluable in preparing us to make good decisions going forward.
One of the things we're very proud of was that when we closed, we were able to open back up again with exactly the same staff members, so we had a full team. The closure times, we took advantage of the resurgence amounts, which was very helpful, but things like rent and other fixed costs that need to be paid needed to be covered by loans that we had to take out, so taking a big backward step like that was very difficult for us. On the positive side of things, being closed for that amount of time gave us the opportunity to do some of the things that we don't usually get time for, lick a paint here and there.
I really believed it was going to open, and I kept holding on to staff. We kept going until we basically could see we had no choice but to reduce. We went from 83 to 26 people. We were able to get a contract with Whakarongarau, which was previously Healthline, and that allowed a lot of our staff to pivot over to that stream and deal on the front line of the COVID-19 response.
But COVID did bring us a really hard time on the expansion. Everything is delayed. Everything was delayed, and we were like, mentally suffered a lot.
And like during that time, the big support I had was my all neighbor friends. Neighborhood community came forward, and business association came forward, big support. And do you need something? We can do this way, we can do this way. And that was a big support, I would say.
As people were allowed to be out and driving around, even though they weren't able to physically come into the gallery, our gallery window became really a viewing space, if you like. So we were up and down the stairs, bringing paintings out for people to view when clients weren't physically able to come into the gallery to take paintings, say, on AppPro. We offered a service where you could send us a photo of your wall. We'd need a measurement to get the scale approximately right, and then we'd Photoshop artworks onto that wall so people could get a sense of what that actually looked like in their own space without physically having them there.
At some point, my wife came up with the ingenious idea of doing colour packs. We created personalised packs for every client, and so the client could come and pick up their own colour pack and then take it home. And I had to create an instructional video of how to apply the colour, and the team all got involved in that too. So there were times where the team came in to mix the colour packs for their own clients. So again, it kept everyone engaged.
We were lucky enough to get 2 financial grants to train us on creating an online sales platform, as well as how to market that platform on Google, using Google SEO and AdWords.
When you make your own bookstore, you've got an opportunity to build everything from the ground up, and so we could really have a good think about our shelving, our packaging, our branding, absolutely everything, and all the way down to our website, which is not saddled with a lot of the ancient infrastructure that a lot of older bookstores have.
So after all this time, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. The biggest remaining thing is that there is a severe lack of people around to employ. We're just starting to see people start coming back into the country on working visas and international student visas.
After the lockdown, our expansion cost has been increased more than 40%. And I still remember how shocked I was when I received the bill from the fit-out company. I think the future is really bright. Like the local community is really good. We feel really welcome in local Parnell here. That's why when we decide on our expansion, we decide we expand next door in order rather than find somewhere else. Yeah, because Parnell Road is one of the best, I think, location in Auckland City Central.
Really, we just want to keep going. We want to finish off Amazon. We want bookstores to stay strong, because we know that people really love a really well-run bookstore. They love it, and they love being able to talk to someone in person who knows about the books and who can help them find that book. And I think that's really, really important. That machines can't do that, algorithms can't do that.
My all clients been amazing. Even the client is very formal words. I would say they are like Parnell community, Parnell locals. I feel better in that, and I feel lucky to be accepted in this community. Although I have been here just 2.5 years, but I feel it's my family now.
Yeah, as much as COVID was a very, very challenging time from so many respects and points of view, I think it really has changed our business for the better. We've had to sort of think outside our 4 walls, and our digital presence has become a really big thing for us, and I think we've gotten quite good with that.
Also, big shout out to a very generous landlord. Without that assistance, things would have been quite different. So thank you, City Construction. We're very grateful.
The team is stronger, there's no doubt about that. I think we've all been through a lot. Coming out of those lockdowns and being as intensely busy as we were, we really had to work as a team. The client relationship, it was humbling, to be honest, was the amount of support we got from clients, whether it was people offering to prepay for appointments, or just people wanting to talk to us, or people trying to buy retail. It was really humbling. It was lovely.
And I guess now we're in that rebuild and trying to recruit and bring new people in a labour market that's just not set up to really support that right now. And I can't wait for a lot of these new people to arrive back in New Zealand, because hopefully we can employ them. I hope to be back in Parnell. I want to get back to where I had my business, and I guess time will hopefully heal this, and we will be back. And I mean, I can't wait to see cruise ships arrive, tourists arrive back into Parnell. It's going to be amazing when that happens.